Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. I am Lori and I am sure glad you're here. If you're returning, guys, thank you for being here. Today I am doing my last update prior to my finale on the A to Z Project Pan that I do with the PANtastic Ladies Facebook group. I love the PANtastic Ladies, and if you are into panning or if you want to get into panning, they are a great group to start with. What little I know about panning, I learned from the PANtastic Ladies, and I'm truly grateful to them. This is a year-long project, and we assign a beauty item for each letter of the alphabet, and we work on those until we finish them. I didn't do very well with updates this year, but I have continued to work on this project. At last update, I had 17 of the letters done, leaving me with 9 left to finish. Last month, I shook up my list a little bit, only because I had lost an item and I totally screwed up on a couple of other ones. So I did make changes last month on a few of those 9 items. Not all 9, just a few of them. If I needed to replace them for any reason, or if, like one, I did a Franken polish on, totally filled the bottle completely full, so I knew I would not get that done. So let's go over the items that I finished since last update. I have 3 that I finished since last update, and I'm so excited about these 3. The first one I finished was for letter H, and that is my Becca Champagne Pop highlighter. I don't know when I finished this. It was within the last few weeks, I can tell you that much. Probably more, yeah, the last few weeks, maybe even 2 weeks. I did finish this. I was thinking about repressing this at last update, and I didn't. I just continued to work my brush around the edge because I had just been circling around the highlighter, and so I just had a ring. I left it there and I was able to use it up. I love Becca's highlighter formula, but Champagne Pop is just a little too dark for me. I know they call it a universal shade, but it's so not. On me, it's just a little too present. So I'm glad I do have this used up. I don't have another Champagne Pop, which makes me happy. So that is out of my collection. Letter Z is the next item that I finished, and that was my Cella Tantalizing Taupe Eyebrow Cream. I thought this was going to be rolled into next year's project so I could finish it up, and I finished it. I was so frustrated because, you know, I was weighing it. It wasn't making any progress, yada, yada, yada. So I took a tool and scraped all the product out to see how much I had left. And it's still a black hole in there. I mean, you can't see anything, but I scraped it all out, saw that there really wasn't that much. It was just a little bit, and I put it at the top so I could access it. And then last week I was doing my brows, and I'm like, what's wrong with this cream? Has it dried out? Because I wasn't getting any color where I have these really, you know, thin spots. I'm like, what's going on? And it dawned on me, Lori, you used it all up. I'm not excited to have it out of my collection because I really like this eyebrow cream. I'm just excited that I finished it. I truly thought I was going to have it for years to come, but yes, this one is done. I'm truly excited. And the last one I actually met today. I finished this goal. This is one I replaced last month, and that is my letter A. And I brought in my Becca April Ski Eyelight palette. I love this eyeshadow palette, and I have fallen back in love with this palette. My goal was to hit pan on any of these shadows. It didn't matter which one, just one of them. And I hit pan on Rose Quartz today. This is underneath on my lid, because I was going to do a one and done look, and then it slowly progressed to this not one and done look. I wore it as a highlighter, I wore it as an eyeshadow. I just like Rose Quartz. So yes, so I have 6 products left. Let's go over them. I'm going to talk about this one first because it keeps falling and I don't want to be fighting it the whole time. I rolled it in last month, and that is my letter V. I brought in my Barefoot Venus Liquid Smoke. I think it's a body spray, and I was going to transfer this into a jar so I could, because it's oil based, I was going to put it into a dropper jar so I could spread it on after my shower. Totally forgot about it. Went to spray it the other day, and this brown stuff sprays out. So now I'm worried if, I mean, it smells fine. It's probably just the oils with whatever essential oils and or products they put in there turned it. But I'm worried that if I put this on after my shower, that I'm going to stain my clothes. So I really want to use it because it smells divine, but I'm worried. So I'm going to have to play with it some, but obviously I haven't transferred it yet, so it's completely full, other than that one spray that terrified me. For letter U, I have my Ulta Beauty Joyful Jelly Lip Mask. I thought this would be done this month. Not quite. I have just a little bit left. It should be done next month. You know, by the finale it should be done. But I've been using the heck out of this and it's not done. So yeah, it was going really well, and then it's like slow but surely. It's really loose now. You know how I've talked about it, how at the beginning it's really thick and gelatinous. Now it's pretty loose, so you need a lot less product than you did before, which is fine. Letter O is my Colourpop Super Shock eyeshadow in OK. This is where I am at. I don't know if I'm going to get much further. I did have a ton of it, you know, break off where I had pressed it over here after I tried Duraline with it. That's what it looks like. And so that's probably the only movement I have had, is using up those flakes that had popped off the top. But I've been using it. It's just so hard pressed in there now. I was surprised when those chunks or those flakes came off, but because it's so hard pressed that I wasn't expecting those flakies, and because of that I don't think this will get done, unfortunately. But I'm cool with that. Any progress I make is a winner in my book on this, because I was going to throw it away earlier in the year, so I'm happy with that. Okay, this just fell over. This is from my letter N. I brought this in last month. This is my Sally Hansen Maximum Growth Nail Treatment. I did use it some before I squished my finger, so it was there. I'll mark it now because it did just fall over, so, or maybe it was there. I don't remember which the mark was. Well, they're about the same, so it doesn't really matter. I will mark it. Once I squished my finger, I haven't worn polish since then because my nail still hurts. It hurts to this day, so I haven't worn anything. But before that, I used it a handful of times maybe and got it down. I am to the point where I'm having to pour it out in order to use it. I just can't get product with the brush now, but I foresee this being completed unless for some reason my nail is still killing me, which it better not be. Letter J is my beloved J Cat Beauty Shimmering Bronze Eyeliner. I have just this sweet amount left. I am now down to the barcode, which I told you, because I'm having a hard time sharpening this. If I get to the barcode and I can't sharpen it anymore, I'm good with that. That became my goal once it started getting really difficult for me to turn with my hand. So I'm still going to continue to use this until I can't sharpen it anymore, but you know, whatever progress after this is just gravy, because in my book I'm done with it, but I'm going to see how far I can get with this eyeliner. I've really fallen in love with it. I wasn't sure about it, but I really, really enjoy this eyeliner. And then the last one is for letter C. That is my Mirabella Visionary Cream Eyeshadow in the shade Charmed. I brought this in because I don't think I had used it. I'd swatched it, but I don't think I'd used it. I might have used it once, but I don't think so. So I brought it in to use it, and my goal was to use it at least once a month. I haven't really met that goal, but I've had months where I've used it multiple times. I have used it once since last update, unfortunately, and it's getting really dry. So see, it's barely putting off any type of pigmentation. You have to really kind of layer it to get anything. But I'm still trying to use it as much as I can. I just have really slowed down. I had a rhythm going with it with a super shock, and I was tired of that super shock and rolled it out, and now this hasn't really made any progress. So yeah, hopefully I will use it as much as possible before the end of the year and see how much progress, but I'm happy with whatever progress I make on it. So that is it for my A to Z Project Pan update. This is my last update before the finale. I probably will be ending this early, depending on where I'm at in my products, but I just figured there's no need for me to do an update at the beginning of December, and then on the last day I'll just do it sometime in December. I just think that works best for me. That's it. Make sure you go check out the others as well as the PANtastic ladies. Please take good care, be safe, be smart, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.